My girlfriend refuses to help around the house because those are wife duties. I told her I wouldn't fund her education and let her live in my house rent-free because those are husband duties. My girlfriend has been living in my apartment with me since our 3-month mark because things at her home were very bad. And we felt this was a better choice because I also lived fairly close to her university. I pay for everything, whether it's something that benefits the both of us or something that just benefits her. I also have been paying for her university because I make a comfortable amount of money even though I've only been in my career for about 2 years. My girlfriend has thought she shouldn't do anything around the house for the past few months because that's wifey duties. I ask if she could tidy up around the house since she's free 24/7 because she's on summer break, aside from her part-time that she only works weekends, and she gets upset and says, those are wife duties and that she wasn't going to give me the whole package without a ring. I asked her if she could make me a quick lunch if I'm running late to work or at least put some ingredients in a grocery bag so I can make it at work, and she gave me the same BS about how that's wife's duties. It's even gotten to the point where whenever I ask about trying new things when it comes to intimacy, she says the same things. It just keeps getting annoying. So yesterday, when I asked if she could pick up my dry cleaning today because I would be working late, and once again, she replied that doing favors like that is for married couples. I lost it. I told her that doing simple tasks was for married couples. I wouldn't be paying for her next year of university, I wouldn't be funding her activities, letting her use my other car like it's hers, and she would need to start contributing to the house in terms of bills, or she can leave because of course those were things that only husbands did, and I was in fact not her husband. This resulted in her getting upset and claiming that I was manipulative and shouldn't hold things I do for her over her head. I didn't care what she had to say and told her that if she weren't going to fix her view on helping her partner out with simple tasks, I wouldn't help her either. I then told her I expected contributions for the bills until then, or I would kick her out. Update. So, Saturday around 6 p.m., I decided to talk with my ex-girlfriend. At first, I wanted to wait until today, but I felt I needed to finish it. This talk intended to let her go because I wasn't interested in working things out anymore when it was clear she didn't love or respect me. So, when my ex returned from work, I sat her down and was upfront with her, saying I was unhappy with our current situation. I brought up how I felt used and expected to do all these different things for her while I didn't get anything in return. I brought up how I've tried to explain how I felt so often that she ignored it because she was always right. I then asked her what made her attitude change, and many of you were correct. She wanted to get married to me, but I wasn't getting the hint, so she decided if she stopped doing things for me, then I would realize how much I needed her. I brought up the fact that I told her from the beginning I wasn't interested in getting married so young, and I also told her that if she were, our relationship wouldn't work because we were expecting different things. I told her it would be best to end our relationship because this wasn't working for us, and I wasn't interested in continuing it. She tried to say that she would change, how she loved me, and how she was being stupid. I was firm and told her I was glad she realized her actions were stupid and that maybe she learned her lesson for her next relationship. After I confirmed that I wasn't changing my mind, she went crazy. She started screaming about how I was a useless piece of poop, how she never loved me, etc. It honestly scared me how she went from calm to a scary lady in seconds. At this point, she started throwing my stuff at me and even went as far as to throw my game station at me, resulting in it getting smashed when it hit the floor. Like that wasn't enough, she went into the kitchen and started throwing glass plates at me while calling me a useless beach. At this point, I was pissed, and I went into our room and started throwing her poop into a trash bag and threatened to call the police. I didn't even get time to call the police because my neighbors heard all the commotion and called them for me. The police ended up coming to my door and asking about the noise. I told them the whole situation and how my ex was being violent towards me. She tried to play it like I was the one who was in the wrong, and maybe he would have believed her if I hadn't had the video on my phone. He ended up trying to escort her away from my apartment, but she refused to leave without her stuff, so I had to quickly throw all her poop into trash bags while she waited outside. The cop was kind enough to help because I immediately wanted her away from my home. After collecting all her stuff, she left with the cop about 30 minutes ago. Now, I'm staying up late tonight because she still has the key to the apartment, and I'm waiting for the 24-hour locksmith to arrive. Though I was too stressed about remembering the keys to my home, she forgot to take the keys to my other car with her, so I happily had those.